And we met, subsequently we did a play in Edinburgh, Midsummer Night's Dream. It was actually a rock version of Midsummer Night's Dream. And we had one microphone between all the entire cast. Fairly primitive version. But anyway, I met her there, and then she was also in the Tomorrow People, where she played my sister. So that's how I met her. But she's never worked over here as an actress. She went over there to Spain and now she's training. Thank you. Hi. First I'd just like to say that for myself, my friends, and all the fans here, you've got to be one of the greatest heroes in our lives. Watching the show that first started at like William Cardinal and Patrick Trott John Burley, and they watched them since you were a kid. How was it like for the five doctors to actually work with them on the same show that you grew up watching? Well, that was after I finally accepted the part, I didn't really think about the other doctors, quite right. And then when I did the five doctors, it suddenly came home to me that here I was working with Patrick Trott and John Burley and with Richard Hurdle, he took the place of William Hartman, the special. And it was a kind of stomach-turning experience. It was like it wasn't really real. It was a rather bizarre thing, but it was great. And the problem, my only criticism of the five doctors was that we weren't allowed to do enough together. The producer felt there might be one or a few too many egos on the set. All run together, but it didn't work like that. Everyone got on well with there. I think we had really
Yours.
And